up if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brain.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides. FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Down! 180! Come on, D! Down!
This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Tight dog. Hanley.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, we're good. 180. Undercut. You're mine. Bang.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how we wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
On first down, Rodgers. He completes it to Julio Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
I'm coming after you.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He fights him off. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run with a former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing now is Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 58.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
6-18. Hey, Foxtrot.
On third and long, it's Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Now Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Cameron Hayward in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 43. Jim. Hey, all right. Switch gears.
Second down, McKinnon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Get ready. Get 300. Get 300. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58. Right there.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Hey, Charlie.
On 2nd and 7, Carr caught right side. It's Lewis. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Like down. 22's coming. 180. Let's play. We're good. 180. Kill.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Goodwin able to haul it in. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
What now?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lewis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line.
Hey, what do? Got four down.
Carr now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
26. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, Echo. We don't want none.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down.
13 yards on the play.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
65.
Here's McKinnon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
53, check 53. I know he ain't got it. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I got it. Hey, 88. Slip it down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
7:34. White Monday down. 10. Under 10. 10. Check 3. Check later 1. Hey, alert 3.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. Lewis has the first down and then some. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw his car. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on first down. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Redskins' 42-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
22, he's coming, 22. 7:34.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, deep, got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Goodwin with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
53, check 53. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Let's go, let's go. Here we go.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Washington. 63 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Inside. Mike, 53. Hey, wahoo! Bring it! Bring it!
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On play action, Rodgers looking deep for Julio. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half, and the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
he can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point safely through, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Come on, QB, come on.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Brandon Graham racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. It's complete to Brown, right side. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
At their own 13-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end. But running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back 22, back 22.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
You must be true.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Monday, down. You want it, eh? Let's get White Monday, down. Pick the edge.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Delta. 22 is coming, 22.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
694. Smith. 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Willis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, nice 7.
Nice 22, Mike.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league,
now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr, deep ball for Goodwin. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Goodwin with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try with McKinnon, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Jerick McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. On the crossing route, complete. That's Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down, Detroit.
Now, 22, 180. 180, we're good. 180.
On first down, Carr. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines.
And got his man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the interception by the Redskins. Dean leads to a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Next to score, Redskins 38, Lions 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is parts.
He's got daylight past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Marquise Goodwin, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense, almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brandon Graham, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Rodgers now. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Mark 22, Mark 22.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. 11 yards there, first down.
29. Hey, box drop.
To throw is Carr. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's not going to get me. Kill. Right down. Kill.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 5 at the 15-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Pick me up.
They'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now the try here for the extra point. And we may very well be headed to overtime.
The game is tied at 38 all.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First throw of overtime for Carr. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Check 4.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Carr completes it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. at the 42-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's coming.
They run with Lewis out of the gun. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. You got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Steve 6. Here we go. Like 22. 93.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. How about that, partner? Not only a 4th down conversion in a tie game, a 4th down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes you think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Tackle. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
They try again with Lewis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Lions, the perfect season remains.